Whereas BSP, if you like the way i3 fundamentally works, I think BSPWM does it like cleaner and better.
Okay, yeah. Because Manjaro used to have a BSPWM build, and it was I really enjoyed using it. But I'll be honest, the setting up is the pain in the ass for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, BSPWM
doesn't
does have a lot to set up. Yeah,
all of them seem to have a lot to set up, and it's like if they had like more pre-builds, or if they just had defaults that were like ready to go. Yeah, I don't know, because like
I think what i3 does is just guesses at stuff. It guesses what terminal you're using and stuff like that. Whereas BSPWM and DWM just let you set it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm using a lot of XFCE stuff. I use the XFCE terminal. I do have D menu set up, but I do find myself using the XFCE thing that it does there.
One menu, yeah.
Because it's just really good.
Yeah, I ended up making my own. I was like, what's the point of D menu when I can just do that with a terminal? So now I've got my own written launcher that just pops up in a little terminal using FZF fuzzy find.
No,
I'll demonstrate very quickly. We don't know how visible this will be on. Okay, you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do Windows key space, mod space, I get this now, which is essentially D menu, but just in a little pop-up terminal. So if I want to launch Calibre, just start. Oh, I lost it. Calibre. So I just type the first few letters, and then Calibre comes up, and then hit enter, and Calibre will launch. Yeah, so it's that. Also got a version of it for emojis, a version of it for passwords. I did a version of it for Steam. You what, sorry?
Do the emoji one again?
The emoji one there. So I just type, man, and it'll match on man. I can go through and.
How do you do that? What program's that? FS was it?
This is so basically FZF. So if I do FZF is just fuzzy find. So you pipe anything into FZF. So I've just piped ls into FZF, and you get this kind of thing.
Okay.
And it fuzzy. I made a little script for US presidents with FZF. So just type pres. So that's presidents and when they were in office with FZF. So I can go up and down through that. And obviously, if I want to know when was Lincoln, Lincoln. There you go. Abraham Lincoln. There we go. There he was.
There it was. 1865.
So that's FZF. So this is just a script that does. It basically finds all programs, puts them through FZF, and then I've got a little shim script that keeps a record of what things I've launched, so it can skew towards things I actually launch a lot.
I mean, I gotta be honest. D menu seems simpler.
Well, it works exactly the same as D menu. Really, it's just like I'm a cunt for like, what's the point of an extra program that I don't need? Even though D menu's like 1 kilobyte, I'm like, well, got rid of another program.
And you don't have. So I've been like querying your system tray. Do we need it kind of philosophy? And this should be really be a freebooter, shouldn't it? And I'm thinking at the moment, right, my only system trays in there are my network manager, so I know if my VPN's connected or not. However, I have done myself a little, so I do mod and V, and that previews up all my firewall settings. So it's got the kill switch on. I'm connected to through Ireland, the uptime, all the bits and pieces.
Yeah, in a little pop up.
And a little pop-up, little notification
That's the
send.
answer for me. Yeah, anything that because I mean the most common thing that for a taskbar, the most common thing people say is like, I like having the time. Well, just key combo. Like, how often do you look at the time? Have a key combo that shows you the time. Like,
to be honest, the time is a bit of a sticking point for me. Because you are in a world
Yeah,
where
no,
time
of course.
functions differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
That being said, we could put a clock in up. Do you know what I mean? And it's like it's.
But yeah, no,
could
I think that's the answer for things. Anything where you would actually want status, it's not like you're looking at it all the time. Like, like your VPN example. Yeah, you just have a key combo that tells it when you want to know it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like I don't always know when I want to know it. That's the trick, right? So I don't always know when I need to know the time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, I don't always need
It does, yeah. Well, I can see that. If you're playing a little bit of a game before you go to work,
yes,
you want it in the periphery so that you're going to notice. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do get that. Yeah.
but honestly, an actual clock might be the solution to that. Like I might as well just go old school. Because the thing is with IceWM is that it is that the window manager part of it. It's not as good as the XFCE part of it. XFCE just has a better, like it wrestles the awkward windows better. Things are just a little bit smoother.
IceWM is very, very light, but it's very, very old, and it's not. It's been updated in the sense of they've kept it working, but it's not. There are features that window managers have now that IceWM certainly doesn't. Yeah,
yeah, and it's like little smoothing things. I can get by on IceWM, but my IceWM setup is exactly the same as my XFCE WM setup. So it's I'm going to do my video about it at some point, do a little desktop tour, and then I think I might move on to tiling window managers, because a lot of what I've set up, I set my workflow up in XFCE, and I got my keyboard shortcuts and my little scripts and all that kind of stuff, and I've really been enjoying playing around with Bash. And now I've worked out how to transplant that to IceWM, and I can do that to Fluxbox or JWM or all the other stacking window managers. Is that what they're called? Yeah. But now, what I'm thinking is there's a lot of people out there that seem to be enjoying tiling window managers. I like the idea of being able to flick a program from screen to screen. Actually, that was one of the problems with IceWM, is that whilst it does support multiple monitors, what I like having is my taskbar on my secondary monitor, and IceWM can't really do that. So I like having, I might have my game full screen here, but I can see all my other apps on monitor 2.
Yeah, that's weird, but I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not usually a problem. I think GNOME doesn't really allow that.
It makes a ton of sense, actually, having your main screen dedicated to doing the thing, and then the peripheral information on the peripheral screen. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But I might do a little test just of myself, just to see, because the only one I really need to replace now, and I'm sure there's a way to do it, is my file and file sync and backup.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I don't know if I need. I don't know. Maybe just a shortcut key that brings up the application window would be enough.
What's that for?
So it's like my cloud syncing. So I've got. Do you know what filing is? It's like Dropbox, but German.
Right. Yeah.
It's all they've recently gone open source and all that kind of stuff. It's a really good company. They do lifetime subscriptions, although they might be rolling it back soon. Now they're getting a bit of a bigger company. So I've got I think it's 200 gigabytes of just lifetime membership space. So I keep a backup of stuff on there. How do you? By the way,
do they have their own client that is always running, that keeps track of things? Is it that kind of So you wouldn't want just one? Because I mean, if I was doing file syncing, I think I would I just have an rsync script in a cron job or in a systemd unit, just runs every hour and updates, syncs them. But I think I lean towards using components rather than having a packaged thing. I think I lean that way, hence the fucking D-menu replacement.
That's a very interesting workflow. You should do a video on it. You should get back into doing videos, by the way, because your videos are some of the best videos there are.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of the tools that are actually, I think once you've done sed, awk, ed, and find, they're the only actual useful ones that are a little bit tricky to know. So I was like, I could do a Vim video, but there's I don't really care about Vim. I just use Vim to edit text,
Yeah. Should I get round to learning Vim now that I don't have a job?
I would, because then we can have the great cursor key debate. Once I've got HJKL into your head, we can wean you off cursor. I want us to have not an argument. I'm being hyperbolic, but like on a freebooters, I want to drill into your use of cursor keys and see whether you do actually use them. Because frankly, I don't believe you.
I do. In fact, I'll tell you what. I've gone so rogue. I've actually got myself a 75% keyboard.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's so nice. It literally came in the post today. So we've been setting up Rosie's gaming station.
Yeah.
She bought a few bits and pieces, so she got a nice 2-monitor setup. She's got a nice gaming chair. We got her a nice. We went around Curry's and literally was just tapping on keys just to see how it felt, what kind of keyboard was standing out. And she picked this Cherry one, and it was pretty expensive. It was £100. And then it went on sale for £60, and it was really nice. They do I think they do a 60% version and a 75% version. But I was using I've got my 60% version here with cursor keys. It's very nice actually, but it is American keys. I just ignore them.
Yeah, right.
But it was hard to find a cheap mechanical keyboard that wasn't American keys. I could even just replace the keys. It's not really a problem.
It's something I've gone through with Hamish actually lately. He ordered a keyboard without realizing it was US layout, and I'm on the Happy Hacking, which only really comes in US layout. And my last couple of keyboards are US layout, and I think once you get used to it, I think the US layout is actually better.
No, with the UK keyboard, you've got hash, tilde, single quotes, and at just right by the shift there, and /, and also the colons. It's just right there. It's nice. You've got all your programming bits and bobs right by the shift.
The way they have apostrophe and double quotes on the same key. That makes sense to me. It's like single quotes and double quotes. Single quote and then shift to double quote. That makes more sense to me. And at on the 2, I don't use hash very much, but at on the 2, I find far more reachable than going which fucking button is it near the enter key?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, to be honest, because Macs have it the at that way around as well. I adapt relatively easily to either of those. I don't know if it's because I've gone from one keyboard to the other quite a lot or whatever, but I mean, honestly, the actual keys on these, I think they are just cherry reds. I've got the box here. I mean, it's a red box, so
it's usually cherry. It's usually cherry reds or browns these days. Yeah, so it's probably
brown. Browns are quite soft.
No, they're red.
These are red. Okay, they're red switches. Yeah, but they're nice red switches, like the ones on this keyboard here. These are also red, and these are nice.
Yeah.
But this one here, the actual cherry one. So actually, we managed to get the 40% difference back off on Rosie's keyboard as well, because they had that price guarantee. Where if you spot something's on sale that you bought less than a week ago or something to that effect, they refund the difference, and they did without any kind of quarrel or anything. So
yeah, that's cool.
That's very nice of them. Yeah.
The main thing I object to on the UK layout is the enormous enter key, where you look at anybody's enter key. There's one spot on it where it's shiny, where they actually use. It's
right
not,
in the middle.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess it doesn't need to be a 2-level enter key.
I think it's a big deal. Between the two keyboard layouts, I don't think it's a big deal, but I marginally prefer the US layout, honestly.
That makes sense insofar that you can get another key there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be that big, you're right. I don't even think the spacebar needs to be that big either, to be honest.
No, the spacebar, I think everybody uses it pretty much in the middle, right?
You can get an extra couple of mod keys there. What's that mod key on the bottom right? The Windows calls it the right menu button.
Yeah, that's a useless key. I wish they would get rid of that. It literally is a menu key. It brings up a context menu. I think it's another key that harks back to like when not everybody had mice. Same
But
as,
it wasn't there.
and-
It wasn't there before the Windows 95 keyboard.
Oh, is it not really?
No, it came in with the Windows key.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, my keyboard doesn't have it.
Is it because
yeah,
people talk about there being a super key and a meta key as two distinct things? Is it the meta key? Is that what it could be?
No. The meta key is. I think the meta key might be Alt or Opt, depending on thingy. But there are several levels. No, but it's not a modifier key, is it? It's a key that does something. I always on a laptop where they often have like a left Windows key and no Windows key on the right. They just have the menu key. I use Xbind keys to map that as a right Windows key because it is a useless fucking key.
It is a useless key. I might try and find a use for it though. It's not on my other keyboard, is it? No, I don't have it on. I don't have it on my 60% keyboard either.
Yeah, they tend to get rid of it on the smaller layouts because it is. I mean, it's lit. I'm not even sure. I think all it does is brings up a context menu, which okay, Wikipedia. Yeah, primary function is to launch a context menu with a keyboard rather than the right mouse button. So yeah, it's harking back to the days when mice had one button like this.
Maybe I could have it for D menu. Just push it for D menu.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
Hey, it's a menu button. Use it for D menu or I know. Like, I feel like people would laugh at me that I like my favorite application launcher is the XFCE. That I just do Meta and A, and then Meta and D for D menu. But
yeah,
but I mean, it's good.
When you say the XFCE launcher, it's a search and launch thing.
Yeah, the search and launch thing. Yeah, I've customized it a little bit.
So long as I got a search and launch, I don't really care. I just like search and launch. I just like that way of launching things. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't go back to the old way, but it's like it's basically just as fast. It's got the icons give you just that little extra bit of recognizability. You can. It's quite broad in how the search works. So even if I don't know if it's like Firefox browser or Firefox or whatever,
I know what you mean.
It accounts for all of those. It's quite idiot-proof.
It's using the XDG stuff. It's using the desktop. That's something I actively choose not to use, but I do see I see the sense in that.
Yeah.
But going back to tiling window managers, I think with BSPWM and there being a lot of configuring, I think a lot of it is knowing what to configure though. I think a lot of people go in and it's your first tiler and you don't really know what you should be configuring. So I think it's useful to go in knowing what you want your keys to do and then make them do that. And then the setup is relatively simple, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and now I've got my keys all like lined up in a key file, like a config file. Then it's just a matter of translating it.
Yep.
So
yeah, I'd recommend BSPWM is really nice. I would recommend that. i3, I don't like i3, but I think it's a good stepping stone. And then there's Hyperland if you want Wayland, but why would you?
Yeah, Wayland seems like a bit of a pain still.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll move when it needs to, when it's necessary.
But yeah, no, I did make this. I made this Steam game launcher the other day, just for no reason really, other than it's a little bit quicker than going to the Steam client. I can just type in the name of the game, like type 2 letters. Left 4 Dead. There we go. Search and launch. It's nice.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Completely pointless. There's something to do.